Y'all remember that dude from New Jersey a few years ago that was harassing the black man in his community? The community was predominantly white. Black guy was in there. He was being harassed by one of the neighbors. Being the dude was throwing racial slurs at him, and he ended up getting kicked out of the community. Um, but it looks like, and I just found this out. I remember the incident. I never followed up and seeing what happened, but it looks like he uh he ended up getting sentenced to prison for 8 years. I don't think it was necessarily directly related to the racial slurs. I don't know that you can be arrested for 8 years over racial slurs. But I think his dumb self got himself caught up in with other things after he received attention. If y'all don't remember it, y'all look that up. They end up having to rush him out of the community because the community turned on him. So I can't lie to you. I love to see it. I love to see when karma strikes like that. Let's check this out. All right, it's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.
For folks in one Burlington County community, the man who unleashed racially charged slurs at his neighbors 2 years ago, now sentenced to 8 years in jail. Edward Mathews learning his fate Friday after pleading guilty in October. Tonight, our Allie Reed back in the Mount Laurel neighborhood where it all happened to see how folks are feeling now.
It's been 2 years since former Mount Laurel resident Edward Mathews caused an uproar here in this community. Now today, neighbors say a sense of normalcy has returned as they breathe a sigh of relief.
Just thankfully it's behind us.
Mount Laurel resident Chris Smith is giving us a closer look at how families in the Essex Place condominium complex have coped since the July 2021 racially charged incident.
I would say ever since he's not been here, it's been a much more peaceful relationship with everyone.
Chatter moved throughout the community, though, after word got out Friday that 47-year-old Edward Mathews will be mandated to serve at least 4 years of an 8-year sentence.
He won't be back here, so good luck to him.
In October of this year, Mathews pleaded guilty to charges of bias, intimidation, and possession of a controlled substance. 2.5 years prior is when that initial incident occurred, as officers found him using racial slurs while engaged in a verbal altercation with a number of neighbors. That situation went viral.
Yeah, man. See this situation right here, this whole thing right here. The way he's jumping up in his face. These are the type of situations that I hope I'm never in, because it would be very hard for for I think most folks to allow someone into their space like that and not get physical, to say the least. And you have a lot of individuals like him that are waiting for you to react first so they can say, well, I didn't touch him, but you up in my face, you spitting, you're all in my space, you using racial slurs, right? And I guess legally you're not allowed to let words, unless it's some sort of threat, but even then, words without action, you can't really do much about, right? So, but I couldn't. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I can. If I'd be able to allow someone to be all up in my space like that. So, congrats to I don't know if they said his name. If they did, I missed it. But to the gentleman being harassed for being able to keep his composure, because that was that. Yeah, you're definitely a bigger person than most, in my opinion.
him using racial slurs while engaged in a verbal altercation with a number of neighbors. That situation went viral, leading to eventual protests in the community.
It set a precedent for this town to do better.
Organizations like the NAACP worked with residents at that time.
Take this as a lesson about, taking black folks seriously, taking the needs of their community seriously.
In court Friday, Mathews apologized to the victims for his insensitive words in the past. Looking ahead toward the future, his home in Mount Laurel now sold. The listing agent says it took some time for neighbors to warm up to the idea of anyone else coming in, but
Once they realized, we would explain to the neighbors, you're getting somebody new. This is going to be a good neighbor you're going to have.
and a great family is now happily in its place. Again, Mathews has served 2.5 years behind bars already. He'll be eligible for parole in 16 months. We're in Mount Laurel. Ali Reed, Fox 29 News.
That's dope. I mean, he got what he deserved.
A smoothie shop.
I would say, I that I kind of disagree with what the guy said there at the end, because it's while he was being racist and things like that, he was only really punished for the drugs and all the illicit stuff he was doing before. It did look like the community was, behind him and backing him by, jumping in and and being, getting him up out of there. But I didn't see that as don't mess with the black man. I saw that as this guy was a nuisance for everyone and needed to be removed from that community. But either way, he definitely got what he deserved. And hopefully they keep him in there the full 8 years, because he actually didn't even look too sane, in my opinion, to be out on the streets. So lock him up, keep him in there for as long as y'all can. That's my thoughts. What do y'all think? Y'all let me know. All right, this is Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.